Well. I got a new backdrop and a new camera lens, and I thought before I recorded something for the channel that maybe I should just pop on a live and see what you guys think about the new backdrop and everything. I had myself I had myself in the background on another tab. Uh, so let's see. I'm trying to look at the camera, but I'm also needing to look at me. So I'm going to be doing this a lot. I love that backdrop. Yeah, it's a double one. Cannot hear you because I'm working, but it's nice to see you. Marianne, can you hear me okay? I'm guessing it's just because he's got it muted, but yeah. So this backdrop is, let me see if I can get get an image of the one that I ordered. It's like a two-sided backdrop, and it looks like this. Hold up. Let me oh, I got Canva right in front of me. Let me go to a presentation. It looks like this. Um Present, share screen here. It looks like this. It's like the gray on one side and then the like beach fence on the other. That makes sense. So you guys like let me bring this down. You guys like the way this looks? It actually really feels, it's very, very soft. Oh yeah. Um, I I love this color. It helps that it's sort of Canva colored. I just got this. It's a new top too. Between this and the like army green color, like I live in those colors. And Marianne, you'll appreciate this. I like it because it covers up the neck. Like there's no need for me to show neck on the stream. And so Marianne, I had and I'm guessing Marianne, you don't want to jump on the screen with me. If you do, just let me know. I'll send you a link. But it was basically uh my brain. I lost my brain. I lost my brain completely. See, this is what happens when I have zero plans. Like I literally about an hour ago was like, oh, I should go live and see what I think about the new lens and how it looks after I've recorded it. And then I'm like, I could just record it, or I could go live and see what it looks like when I go live. And look, so this is a, ooh, ooh, Marianne's gonna join me. Yay. Hold on a second. We're gonna invite Marianne. See how we look together because Marianne and I have the same camera and we have the same lens now too. Yay, I love army green. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to get the new backdrop cuz I just wanted to change it up with the blue and the lens is the Sigma 16. So this lens right here, the Sigma 16. Oh, I hear Marianne in the back. Let me pull Marianne up, and hopefully we don't have like a fun little, what do you call it? Echo. Hey,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear
Yep.
me okay?
Yep. No echo. I've got my earpiece on to make sure.
Uh, yep. Okay, so what do you think?
I like. And so you've got the Sigma 16, same as me, same as
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I was a little worried because when I had it without the zoom on the camera, it was way too wide. You could even see the
I'll move back a bit so my face isn't so in.
let's
There we go.
see. There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Um, I gotta scoot over a little bit in this way, but the camera, the ZV-E10, like I didn't have it zoomed in at all, and you could see the bedroom door, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. You could
Yeah.
see the whole backdrop, right? And I'm like, that's not gonna work. And then my husband said, well, I think we can zoom it in a little bit. I'm like, it's a fixed lens.
Oh,
I mean, it's a fixed lens. He goes, no, 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 with the thing. And then he zoomed it in. I'm like, oh, I can't complain.
that's good. Love it. Yeah, no, the same as mine. For my setup, really, this is just a little corner, probably 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter, whatever that is in inches or foot long. So it's, and you'll see the rest of my window and the mess. And so I needed to zoom in, but I also wanted to have the backdrop, that blurry YouTube studio-y like effect. And so, yeah, the 16 millimeter, I did a lot of research on it before I bought it because what do they call it? Gear
Yes.
acquisition syndrome.
Well, I did not have that necessarily. It's just a case of I my husband has been saying, like, you should try the lens, you should try the lens. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to try the lens. And then I realized that we had enough money for me to go ahead and buy the lens, even if I wasn't ready for the lens. So why not go ahead and buy the Sigma 16 and give it a try and see if
Yep.
it would work with the backdrop? And it does. So guess what? Now I got this big lens looking at me.
It's huge. And you've got your link in the description?
I do. I've got the link for the idea list for everything that I've got for my Sony so that it will hook up to the computer and everything so that if anybody needs those, then yep, they're
That's good.
right there. But yeah.
I like. Okay, the
And
next thing you need to get is the lighting at the underneath. You know how they do that
so
underneath
so
the bottom?
I've got the lighting because I used the lighting. Let me oh, I'm stuck. Look, someone's gonna pop in and be like, I don't know what's going on here, but it's not Canva. And be like, sorry.
Oh,
Like
yes.
it's this, but it just doesn't look right
Does it
behind.
have different colors?
Yes. Ooh, it does. And
What?
I'm sort of mad because I'm not mad, but we changed it from what it has been on. And I can't get it back to what it was so I could see how it looks back there.
What's
And
the
now I've only
contrasting?
got it on white.
Yeah, what's the contrasting color of Canva? Because then if you have, depending on what
It's
top you're
like
wearing,
purple.
yeah, And so it's sort of, I
Yeah.
guess, mine's pinky purple teal. Have it that color. And
Yeah, I
then
cannot remember how to, let's see.
does it allow
Hey,
you to
tech
have,
person. Hey, tech person, I need you.
does it allow you to connect it through like Bluetooth smart app on your phone?
I've got a remote, but I cannot figure out how to use the remote.
None of the bottom ones? What about the bottom spectrum?
But it I'm pressing it and it's not doing anything. Oh,
Oh, that looked like it changed.
Does things, it just doesn't do what we think they would do. It's like, and then you press it once and it does something, and then it doesn't do anything else. I don't know if it's a
Maybe
press
you
and
need
hold,
to
maybe.
long press. Maybe it's a long press until it changes. That
Try long pressing the other direction. Maybe it's like a slow thing between, and you want
yeah.
all the blue end.
it's not.
I mean, it looks like it is changing when you're staring directly at it.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Maybe it's just a left and right, not so much in the middle. So left, 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 and it moves through the spectrum of colors.
Might be that the increments are so smallish.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
is the number moving on the display when you're touching the buttons?
oh, that's probably saturation. I don't know what H and S. See, I'm so
We've never read the manual.
yeah, we've I don't know what H and
Yeah,
hue.
just
It's
stare at
gonna be
this while you
hue and
press-
saturation.
Yeah, just stare at that while you press your buttons.
I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, this is colors.
Yeah,
I
see, you
should
can
be-
see it changing
Oh.
there as you hit the button.
Okay,
So that way you can tell what the buttons are doing.
it's just taken a very long time to get there. I bet that's a pinky purple. Set
Oh,
that
that's
back
nice.
there.
Oh, I like. Yes.
Let's see where it is.
No, you might have to get an
on a stick
It
and
almost
get it up a little
needs
bit
to
higher.
go high.
yeah, put
like-
a little stool or something or a box. There.
Something like right about in here.
Yes. Then you can have that separation between you and the wall.
Say it's got a 1/4-inch mount. I could put it on a tripod.
Yes.
Oh, you could put it on a tripod and then tilt it like this.
Mm-hmm. If you've got a ball head,
Yeah,
got the ball head.
he's
So
going.
then
He's techie. I said, you need to be around.
Yeah, tech hubby is around. And then of course, if you have like a different top, then you have the contrasting color behind. And I love how it is the wood slats are perpendicular to the screen, because that would have bugged
Yeah,
me.
so you like it like this and not like
Is it? But is it? Can you still do it like the other way? You can always change
I
it up.
can do it the other way, except for it sticks out way too far. Like if I
Yeah.
have it, we've got Philip is just, we're just
Hi,
Philip,
Philip.
what I'm doing is I'm testing some new tech. I got a new lens and I got a new backdrop. And so and then we're trying to figure out this light situation. And Marianne's my good buddy and she's helping me out
Hi, Philip.
because she looks awesome always.
Oh, it took forever.
Yeah,
Like, I keep changing my setting, and then I'll get upset with myself and it's like, oh, you had it good.
So like you see how if the lines are straight up, it would be wider.
Wider.
And it sticks out too far if I have it up like that all the time.
No, I like that, and I think it will look nice because you create you show your canvas screen, and so it'll all look cohesive, like like that horizontal lineup.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm quite pedantic about things have to line up. So I like that it is at horizontal, and then you can, as you said, because the backdrop has the other side, change it up in the new season or your next month. So it's great. You can change things up as well. But yeah, the light
This
contrasting
one
colors.
with the light that I've got here seemed to light up my face better than the other side. He could switch the side when he's he's still working on a tripod. That's funny. He's gonna, I bet I'm gonna bump into it.
And how are you going with the lens setup? What sort of things have you played around with the actual, well, maybe not the lens, but the all the different setup of the camera?
As soon as he set it up, we watched some guy on YouTube that set up their Sony ZV-E10 for the computer, which we've been using this camera since June. And it's been set that way. He just re-switched the lenses from the kit lens to the Sigma 16 and then zoomed in a lot. Philip
Tech
says,
hubby.
"Go Tech Hubby." If
Yes.
you are just joining us, basically what I'm trying to do is get my setup right for when I'm filming, and Marianne was nice enough to jump on and give me some instant feedback.
Yes,
So,
that looks good. Oh, I love the and are you able to play around with the intensity of the light, if it's, so then it's not too, the whole background isn't all purplish, maybe it's sort of like just a halo behind the shoulder, so make it dimmer and see how that
trying
affects.
to reduce the saturation, but I don't think that's.
Not so much as,
Oh, wait, maybe it's this. I don't know what's moving because it's not.
There's a brightness, basically.
right,
Yeah, that should be this one, you would think.
normally it's the,
Look,
if
I'm
there is
still
a,
trying to move it, and I'm like, oh, look, it did something, but he moved it. Tech Hubby for the win.
Tech Hubby on hand.
This is a real low level now.
So maybe in between the two, whatever you had before. So then the light sort of starts fading from that part of your background. So rather than all purple around
Well,
here.
then, of course, like when I go like this, it's going to look different.
Yeah.
this
So
is what
maybe
we were
have it a
talking
little bit.
about. If you actually get rid of the background altogether, so people can actually see what's behind it, and then
That
we
just
start setting lights.
that
back
just
here.
makes me nervous.
I know.
Because back there looks, move it, and she's going to be like, that looks great.
Technically, I could move this out of your shot.
Yeah, but like it's just not centered, and then that drives me nuts.
We could work on things.
And you know what I'm talking about too, because you got
Yes.
this big white
Yep.
thing here, and then I've got stuff back there. I don't know. I like bring
back the background.
The dimensions of the backdrop are, hey, can you while we're just putzing with things, can you
Is there a
just
way?
unzoom it so that so Philip can see the backdrop?
This is true behind the scene.
Yeah, this is behind the scenes. So that's what it looks like right there. And I'm going to look and see if I can find that backdrop. I think it's like 5.5 by 6.5 feet. Let's see. 5 feet by 6.5 feet, or 1.5 meters by 2 meters. and then it comes in it came in circled.
Yeah, just like all of them. That
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
8.
And then
Are you able
Yep.
to put it back a little bit furthermore?
we can't because of this.
Well, that's the
Oh.
maximum zooming right there. That's just,
No, I meant the backdrop, because if you've got, so zoom in again to how you would normally have you.
This is a manual zoom. He's got his hands
technically that phone
Wait.
app you have should actually do the same thing.
probably.
And you go full screen, Jennifer. Take me off, and then is there a way move it back a little bit further away? Oh, it shows
See,
that.
it's
Yeah.
this.
You
Yeah.
can get corners on the back of both of them.
Yep. There's corner here.
Now,
And
What
technically,
about,
we could actually flip this. We never did it because there's not a
or you
strap
can, how about you lower it and then or so then the bottom is sort of hitting the floor. It's just because you do have the 16 millimeter Sigma, which really the reason why I bought it is to have that blurry background. You don't want you and the background sort of like at the same.
I see what
Yeah,
you're
it only
doing.
go about 3 inches, but now it's basically sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And
you
then it's still
now technically, let's see if I can bump it farther this way though. Now,
no, wrong way.
no,
Wrong.
it catches it.
Yep.
Catches
I mean, the
it.
question is, do you really care
I
about that one
do.
little?
I do, because whenever I
Yeah.
edit my videos, I have to like it's
Yeah.
one thing when I'm live, but when I
So
edit,
let me give you a small bump in space. Tell me when the black is gone.
it's still there. Okay, the one
That's
near
it,
the
yeah.
curtain, no, the one near this door is good, but the one near the curtain is not.
Just a little bit more.
Stupid black bar keeps popping up in the
It's-
corner. So a little bit more over here.
It's the one near the curtain.
It's basically a tripod
it's a tripod, but
with a 3D printed head to hold it.
yeah, it came with a huge backdrop thing that we had. We had 2 of them, and he just 3D printed something for it so that it would work for this. Okay. Well, that did go back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you're back about 2.5, 3 inches.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
So then that way, yeah, it'll give you that. So it's not you the focus on you and the focus on the backdrop. Hi, Puddles.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
this
like
is what I was doing to Claire the entire stream.
Yeah. time. But yeah, no, that looks good.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than what you had.
Yeah, we just got to figure out the registration mark so that when I'm to Philip says it looks good.
I like it.
And Philip, don't you worry. I'll be showing a little Canva before I get off this crazy mad house of a tech thing.
I like it.
I see a little, oh, you're moving stuff. It's going to fall.
Just playing around.
Yeah, no, that looks good.
I think he's thinking that I'm not in a bad mood today. It's a good day to do this.
Well, you appear to be in less of a bad mood.
Plus, I'm live, so I can't
I can't berate me like you normally do.
I can't get so mad.
Can't get cranky at hubby.
It looks super.
Yeah, I like the color at the back in the background. Really makes you pop, which is of course very important.
And by the way, he said that I can't use the back side, the gray side, because it blends in with my hair.
Not if you have the lighting.
You may be mean, but I'm not wrong.
But once you have the lighting, it'll have that separation. You see?
But yeah, I thought we got the backdrop first that day, and then now I wasn't even out of bed yet, And then he said, well, what about the lens? And I'm like, I don't know.
Now,
And then,
because you are pretty much stationary on the screen, what's your focus? Is it on wide on the camera?
Couldn't even
You
tell
might
you.
want to do it. I think so. Instead of autofocus is wide, have it so then whatever the next one is, it's sort of just on you. So then that makes the background even blurry, and then you stand out even more. So that's just for
yeah,
later. Plan it because what I did with mine is I did have the wide. I mean, for me, because my background is a bit busy, sometimes the lens has a difficult time
yeah,
trying to focus. But because you stay
it's just
there,
me. Yeah.
so then really you are sharp. You are sharp rather than the lens focus is trying to manage both background and you. So that's you're going to like pop even more.
But yeah, I mean, the good news is that already when I bought the camera in the first place with the kit lens, I looked better with the blue background than I did without the lens. And then when I added the light, I looked better than with just the lens. So now with this lens, I look better than I did with the kit lens. It's just a little bit of figuring it
Yeah.
out of how to make it
Hone
even
it
better.
even more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
It's like
and
every 6 months, I want it to look better.
yeah. And that's the fun bit. You get to play around with it and then see what it will look like on live or when you're recording. And then you go, oh, might tweak it in a bit more. But yeah, no, it looks, I like how everything, the background, the lens.
Yeah. I'm hoping that these aren't, I can't, it feels like it's not level,
No, it's
but
not.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll fix it. You fix it up. But yeah, no, that, yeah,
I'm like, it's not level. But then my glasses. What lens are you using? So I'm using the Sony. Let me show you the thing. I've got a link in the description, but it's
Sigma 16.
the Sigma 16 millimeter with the f1.4 lens for Sony E, and it goes on my Sony ZV-E10. That is so hard to say.
which is
So,
what I have, the
yeah,
camera and the lens.
yeah,
I have the same, Philip.
yep. So if you like what, let me remove myself.
So blurry background. I did have the kit lens as well, which was fine, but
Yeah,
the bokeh or like the blurry background effect when I wanted, because I wanted to zoom in, I only went to 3.5, so what they call the f-stop. So the smaller the number, the blurrier the background, and so it only were allowed to 3.5 f-stop or aperture. So it was still blurry, but I wanted it to be blurrier. And so
you
now,
want,
yeah, so then my fairy lights look twinkly. And then even though I do have a busy background, it's not in your face. So, but yeah, so if, Jennifer has the links for both camera and
yeah,
lens.
the link that I just put in the chat is for the lens, but yeah, the in the description I've got the storefront, the idealist, which has the camera that I use, the lens that I just got. Put the backdrop in there too with the, like everything that I use to mount my camera, because that's, you got to think about everything. My dummy battery for this camera, like those things you just don't think about. And so I put them all
Yes.
in the storefront, idealist. So they're all there together so
Yeah.
that people know, okay, for the Sony ZV-E10, this is what Jennifer uses. And this is what she's tried. This is what she uses.
And this one
Yep.
is so much better because it's so much better in low light. Because the previous
Yes.
lens, exact same situation, you'd have been dark.
Yeah, I
Like
would
it
have
looks
been.
good. It looks like it's well lit here, but we're like in a dark cave almost still.
Yeah, it's very dark in the house, but I look so much better, I think.
Yeah, and for me as well, I've got I think the Godox light. I only have it at 1%, but when I had the kit lens, I had to have it at 35% brightness for me to be lit up. So this is the one that's just right. So the Sigma 16 millimeter works really well with the low light, and you still look like you're lit up. But
We're
yeah,
doing the reflective, where especially hitting the ceiling and the wall and bouncing back.
Uh,
Yeah.
Air on the glasses that way too.
I'm trying to get a ticker going so
yeah,
that
my
when people come in, they know.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. And of course, what platform are you using, Jennifer, to live stream?
StreamYard.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a lot of viewers have asked StreamYard to do the dark mode. As you can see the
Oh, yeah.
reflection of. So I can't have my screen any higher.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no.
so
Yeah,
but-
especially like here we go. I've got 2 huge monitors on me, and
That's
I
good.
actually don't necessarily see any glare.
no, there's no glare on yours.
Crazy.
It was funny. I don't know if it would work, but technically, when you hit F12, you actually can edit the HTML directly. You can actually change what their code is giving.
I don't want to
You
hit
could actually
F12.
change it from white to black.
I don't.
In theory.
I don't want. Yeah, I know I could do the chroma, not the chroma key. Wow, I'm thinking editing.
Browser plugin.
I could do a browser plugin, but it never looks right. And then when I play around with Canva, the colors in Canva don't look right. So I'm like, I can't edit designs and not be able to see the right colors.
Yeah.
Research. I might be able to find something that would be absolutely.
Yeah, I'm hoping that StreamYard will be like, let's add this finally.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't be too hard to add a little ticker that says dark mode. But yeah, I've got a link to StreamYard too in the description because there's links everywhere today.
That's right.
But this stream may not stay public because it's just a bunch of putzing around trying to figure out what works. But yeah. And you had a stream today too, right?
What's that?
You had a stream today.
Yes, it's now 9 a.m. here in Sydney, Australia, and I went live at 5:30 a.m. Got up at 4:30 a.m. to get all done up. But yeah, so it's when a lot of my lovely viewers are on from the US. So the things we got to do as content creators. Hey, Jennifer.
Yeah. And just in case I do keep this up live, tell everybody who you are and a little bit about your channel.
Well, I'm Marianne of Marianne Cresp. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and also my website. But yeah, I do planning content and use planning not just as a productivity tool, but also as a form of self-care. And I met Jennifer through, a course that we do to be better at content creation and bringing value to you guys viewers. So, and we're kindred spirits. You're Capricorn, yeah, Jennifer?
No, I'm an Aquarius.
She's right on the edge.
So, but is your husband Capricorn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Yeah. So yeah, my husband is in May 21st. So so we know what we need to put up with. Hey, Tech Hubby. What's Hubby's name?
Just Tech Hubby. Tech Hubby.
Tech Hubby. He's that's his that's his persona. Tech Hubby. Yeah. But yeah.
I can call him Blue right now because he's more blue.
It was Lion at one point with the old channel name.
Which is a joke. But yeah, he's just Tech Hubby.
Tech Hubby. Fantastic.
But yeah, got to figure my registration works out because I've got painter's tape on the floor for where my tripods go so that when things get out of
Yeah.
whack, I can put them back.
Yeah, I used to have that when I had to move my tripods around, little stickers on the carpet where each, legs need to go. So yes, the things we need to do. But yeah, but it looks good, Jennifer. Thank you so much for
Thank
bringing me on board
thank
and
you
being part of
for
your techie setup. But it looks good. I love the lighting. Have fun playing around with different hues.
and now that I see us at the same level, I don't feel like I'm too low or too high.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, normally I am a little bit closer to my camera because I need to be closer to my desk. And yeah, same thing that you don't see too much of my background. But yeah, so sit back a bit. But yeah, no, it looks good. I love it. Love the coloring. Love your new YouTube icon. I'm glad your face is finally showing, so we know
yeah,
who you
well,
are.
you know, it's a little scary. I think I
No,
get my hair cut again next week. Not next week, next month. And so then I'm going to try to get 2 more poses done that weekend. Like
yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
that's
Because I'm really tired of seeing this one.
Or you can do this one.
Yeah, I need a point. And so maybe I just need to do finger
Yeah.
poses.
Or even ones, if you have one of those, the curved ones, just go pointing from,
I could
or
point
one,
with the wrong finger.
yeah. Or you can have 1, 2 tips, 3 tips.
See, I have trouble with if I look this way, then I think it looks funny. And if I go like this, I think it looks funny. Because I think my fingers look, and it's just overthinking, right?
Yeah. No, they don't look funny. You just think they're funny because you don't see them often.
Right.
I love that. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. 5 Canva tips you need to know right now. So what is the tip? What is the tip that you were going to say? The Canva tip.
Oh, it's a new feature. It's a new updated feature. If you go to Elements and you search for frames, these frames before,
yes,
you could only adjust the same. Now you can. They've got side handles.
Yes.
So all of these basic frames have
and top handles. Oh, that's so good.
Right?
Oh, that's going to be great. Yes, because sometimes I don't want it to just be square. I want it a little bit 4x5. Fantastic.
And then I guess for those of you that don't know what a frame does, you can just put a picture in it. So you just lift the picture and
like your background.
And
what else? What else?
You can add a border style to them now.
Ooh.
And I'm guessing probably corner rounding. Let's see. You can add a corner rounding to them.
I love when you get excited about new features. Ooh.
Yeah, see, that's just so much fun. And then, of course, now we can add gradients to, it's just so much fun. I love finding new things. Yeah, I think all of that was released in December.
Nice.
To everybody, according to my sources.
According to your inside scoop.
According to my Canvassators Club.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, I have to jump off, Jennifer, because the household is waking up here. But thank you for bringing me on board. I love it. I love it.
Thank you for joining me, because I wasn't expecting that, but it was nice to have someone to bounce off of.
Yes.
It's not my husband, because husbands lie sometimes.
Yes, it looks good. And it's like, no, it doesn't. Why are you telling me?
And I know that you wouldn't lie.
20-some years, I'll tell you the truth.
He says he'll tell me the truth, but it's only when he wants to make me mad.
Excellent. Thank you
Uh,
so much for having me. Bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
joining me.
Enjoy.
I'm not leaving
Bye.
yet.
No, just me.
Oh,
Bye.
just Marianne. Bye. All right, now let me get back. I tell you what, let's just pull up some Canva. And if you're just joining me, I'm only going to be on for a little bit longer, but I thought maybe I would putz around in Canva now that I've got my backdrop set up, my new lens. Let's see if I can find a better look. If you have any questions about Canva, let me know real quick and I will see if I can answer them. Let's see here. What do I have? And this was not planned, so I don't even know what I've got. Let's go to apps. Thank you, Philip. And I just noticed now that Philip, you've got Philip at the end of fish stick. So it helps me remember what your name is. Just in case you guys actually, I don't know if I think I've shared this. In fact, I know I have, where you can do gradients on words. And so let's say I wanted to do backdrop. I can add that to the design. I love this. I'm betting that this border weight here, yep, that's what I thought. All right. I tell you what, guys, I really think that I've pushed this as long as I can push it because today was just kind of a tinker and Marianne helped me tinker. I appreciate all of you so much that hopped in, that were in the chat, even if I didn't see you. I appreciate there. Oh, is there an app release notes for new updates? So I get some notes, like I will get emails from my team at Canva because I'm on the Empower Canvassador team. I will get notes. Sometimes on Canva, when you go in, they will have new things. Let me see if I can find sometimes it will pop up when you open up Canvas things that are new. And so it will just give you a couple of new things. But I'm not sure if I've got a recent public one or not. I know that this one right here was new. Let me open it up. Was in the what's new. Oh, let me show you. Actually, this is a good point. Let me see. This is what happens when I don't plan a stream. If you are on Canva's homepage and you go to, let me find it, learn. If you go to learn and you go to events, upcoming events, let me see here. Looking. Sometimes they'll have a look. January 31st, they're having a what's new event. And that's a public event to where you can find out some of the new features that are within Canva. And so I will register to go to that. But typically, everything I learn in those webinars, I already know. But sometimes it's good to get a different perspective. And when I go to those, I will get what's new, like a presentation. And for example, this one was back in July, August, and it talks about being able to replace logos and images, and copy and paste sticky notes on whiteboards, being able to add timers with music, adjustable elbow lines, right? Like, and you will get a presentation with those what's new webinars. But as far as I know, there is not a release notes page for all new updates to the public. But if I remember, I will try to find out if there was one for December, like one of these what's new for November, December, and see if I'm allowed to share that. But right now, I don't have the group that I was in finished. So I'm just not sure. But yeah, that's not where I get all of my news, though. I typically just play around with it. But sometimes they do have a pop up when you pop up into a new design that will give you a what's new presentation. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Here we go. I'm just, woo. See, this is what happens when I don't play around with Canva. Let's go. Nope, that's not the right one. Here we go. All right. Any additional last call for questions? And by the way, I've got Puddles here judging me in the background for this awful live stream. I got a new camera and a new backdrop, and we're working with the different light situation going on behind me for today's live stream. The stream may actually get privatized. I'm not sure yet. I need to go look at it once it finishes processing and everything. Shared a couple tricks in Canva, but mainly it was just Marianne and I shooting the breeze on how good or how bad we think the new setup looks. I think I love it. So I think that most of the videos you're going to see throughout January and February are going to have the blue backdrop, but probably the live streams are going to have this set up, and one of the videos possibly in February will have this set up. And then I will look like this for probably about 6 months until I get bored of this and I decide I want to change it. But yep. So thanks so much for joining. If this stays public, then I will put something on the screen in the form of an end card that you can watch that will you would probably be interested to see. All of the things that I've talked about in today's video will be linked in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.